it's important for us to recognize that this is not just a Hunter Biden story. This is a Joe Biden story.
You were the vice president running Point on Ukraine. The average Joe hears that and says, that sounds fishy.
How many times have you ever spoken to your son about his overseas business dealings?
I've never spoken to my son about his overseas business.
I've heard Joe Biden say that he's never discussed business with Hunter. That is false.
Do you need an independent counsel in a case like this, yes or no?
Yes.
A 2013 trip to China getting new attention this morning, not for what Joe Biden did, but for who he brought with him. Unknown to the press back then, Hunter Biden was forming a Chinese private equity fund.
My son has not made money in terms of this thing about, what are you talking about, China.
If your last name wasn't Biden, do you think you would have been asked to be on the board of Burisma?
I don't know.
Look, I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Oh, son of a bitch. Got fired.
At my approximately hour-long meeting with Joe that night, we discussed the Biden's history, the Biden's family business plans with the Chinese, with which he was plainly familiar, at least at a high level.
If there were ever circumstances that created conflict of interest and called for a special counsel, I think those circumstances are present here.
And I remember looking at Jim Biden and saying, how are you guys getting away with this? Like, aren't you concerned? And he looked at me and he laughed a little bit and said, plausible deniability.
If you believe a special counsel is needed to look at the Trump world regarding Russia, how can you say that there's no need for a special counsel regarding Hunter Biden?